لسنوات ظلت جبسي تعاني على يد والدتها، وحتى في اليوم الوحيد الذي هربت فيه من المنزل وذهبت مع واحد من أصدقائها قبل أن تلتقي بنيكولاس، فإن والدتها قد عثرت عليها سريعا وقامت بتهديد الشاب الذي كانت معه وأعادتها إلى المنزل لتقوم بضربها وتهشيم حاسوبها الشخصي وهاتفها عقابا لها.
The first time I ran away from home, I had met a friend. We both went to this sci-fi fantasy convention called VisionCon. I had told him vaguely about what was going on at home. And he told me, you just pack your stuff and you can come live with me in Arkansas. And I said, okay. I snuck out, got a ride from a stranger, and went over to his place, and then within like 4 hours, my mom found me at his place because we had mutual friends in common. So she was threatening to call the cops on him. And she took me back home and smashed my computer with a hammer, smashed my cell phone with a hammer, and said, if you ever try to do that again, I'm gonna smash your fingers with a hammer.
خذلها الجميع حرفيا، والدتها ووالدها وأصدقاؤها والشرطة والأطباء.
I was just kind of at that point where you're like, I'm angry at the world, and this is unfair. Why couldn't anybody figure this out before it got this bad?
ثم أنها قد التقت بنيكولاس غودي جون وتوطدت علاقتها به سريعا. وبعد أن استمرت علاقتهما على مواقع التواصل لفترة من الوقت، ذهب نيكولاس لزيارتها والتقى بوالدتها والتي يقال أنها لم تسعد لرؤيته، ليذهب ثلاثيهم بعدها لمشاهدة فيلم في واحدة من دور العرض السينمائي. وهناك تسلل الشابان إلى أحد الحمامات وبقيا فيها لبعض من الوقت، ليعودا بعدها إلى والدتها ومن ثم إلى منزلهم. وغادر نيكولاس إلى مدينته. يقول نيكولاس أنه وقبل أيام من مجيء الشرطة إلى منزل والديه واعتقالهما، فإنه وبينما كان يتحدث إلى جبسي عبر رسائلهم الخاصة، فإنها قد أخبرته أن والدتها قد قامت بطردها من المنزل لتطلب منه باكية أن يأتي ليأخذها. يقول الشاب أنه استغل أقرب سيارة نقل صادفها أمامه وذهب إليها في مدينتها ونزل بفندق وظل فيه لأيام بحسب قوله، قبل أن يتفاجأ بها تأتي إليه في مقر إقامته.
So she tells you that she's got kicked out, you're coming here and you're coming to see her and you're going to find her? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you guys start communicating like that, and then what happens?
And then it wasn't until the 10th is when I was able to actually get her to meet me.
Okay.
What happened was I told her exactly where I was on the actual, what road it was,
Okay.
and everything else, where the actual hotel was.
Okay.
And after that, she didn't really text me for a long time. I was confused on why.
Okay.
And then as I'm going outside my hotel room,
Uh-huh.
I end up running into her.
Okay.
As I'm trying to go and get an actual soda.
Okay. So you're going to get a soda and you just run right into her?
It was right on the same level that my hotel room was.
Okay.
يقول الفتى أنه وما أن التقى بها في ذلك الفندق حتى سافرا إلى مدينته ليبقيا في منزل أسرته حتى اليوم الذي جاءت فيه الشرطة وأخذتهما دون أن تخبرهما بأسباب الاعتقال. وفي الوقت الذي كان فيه الفتى ينكر أي صلة له بما حدث لديدي، كان هناك محقق يستعد للحديث مع جبسي في غرفة أخرى. دخل عليها ووجدها عادية تتضاحك مع الرجل الذي كان يقف على حراستها، وبدا واضحا أن الفتاة كانت لا تعلم وقتها بما جرى لوالدتها.
Hey, Gypsy. This is Stan.
Hi, Gypsy.
Let you guys
Hi.
talk.
I'm Detective Hancock. I'm with Green County Sheriff's Office. How are you today? Good. Well, Gypsy, I'm here and I'm going to get a little bit of information from you. So, since this is the first time I've ever met you, okay? So, what is the correct spelling of your first name?
It's Gypsyrose, and my middle initial is A.
استمرت هذه المقدمة لما يقارب الساعة من الزمان، ليبدأ الرجل بعدها عملية الاستجواب بشكل حقيقي، ولم يستمر طويلا حتى أخبرها بما حدث لوالدتها.
Okay? Because I don't think that this is something that you, the intention wasn't there. You know, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. I think that you're a smart person, okay? I think that you, you know, sometimes you get dealt bad hand, and I think sometimes that's what's happened with you, okay? And I want you to understand that you need to be honest with me, and if you're involved in anything that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay? Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you is, your mom's passed away, okay, and she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay.
بكت جيبسي طويلا بعد أن سمعت بخبر والدتها، وأنكرت تماما أن تكون لها أي صلة بما حدث لها.
What happened with your mom that night?
I don't know what happened with my mom at all.
Okay, just listen to me, okay, sweetheart? You know what happened to your mom, okay? You know exactly. Sweetheart, listen to me. Let's not go down that road of taking your pencil and writing a bunch of mistakes down. And then when you get to a certain point, that paper's gone, and guess what? You can't erase it, can you?
No.
You can't erase it anymore. Do you want that?
No.
I don't think you do.
بعدها بدأت جيبسي تحكي للشرطي قصة لقائها بنيكولاس في ذلك الفندق وسفرهم إلى مدينته.
Then why?
May I please speak?
Well, when we get to the why this happened,
I don't even really know what happened.
okay.
I came here because my mother came down to my house. She and I were having relationship problems. I guess she wanted me to stay a little girl forever. She didn't really like my boyfriend. And she was like, pretty much, if you want to move to Wisconsin with him, fine, go. And I packed my stuff. I'm not a violent person. I would never ever hurt her. And a lot of our arguments stemmed from being with Nick. And so I just basically chose to come here. I gave him money to come here. And I said, can you please come pick me up? And that's when he asked his mom, could I stay with his mom and him and his stepdad and his little brother? His mom said, fine. So, anyway.
لكن الرجل لم يكن ليصبر عليها لتستمر فيما يرى أنه أكاذيب محضة.
Hey, hang on a minute, okay? We're going in a totally different direction here, okay? We're going to get back to where we started from, okay? Let's get back to the why. We can talk all night long about this other stuff, and I'll sit here and I'll listen to you, and I'll listen to everything. This investigation is very thorough, okay? And there's a lot of whys, and you need to answer those whys, okay?
ولما لم يجد ذلك نفعا مع المحقق الذي يجلس أمامها، بدأت جيبسي تتساءل عما إذا كانت والدتها قد ماتت بالسكتة القلبية، أو ربما عساها تكون قد رحلت منتحرة.
Why did this happen?
I don't know.
You do know why it happened, okay?
I don't know why it happened.
Let me tell you something. I walk out that door.
Did she have a heart attack? She was
Hey,
sick.
look at me. We're not going to play those games. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm here to do. Okay?
Please tell me she did not commit suicide. She had bipolar.
Hey,
and
we're not going to get off on that track. We're not getting off on that track, okay? You know what happened.
No, I
You do know what happened. You were there, okay?
Wait, no.
Yes, you were. You were there,
I wasn't there.
okay?
لكن وبعد أن ازداد الضغط عليها، بدأت جيبسي وبطريقة خفية باتهام صديقها.
Good. Listen to me, okay? I know you love your mom. And don't you think your mom loves you? Don't you think your mom just is worried about you? Loves you? Okay? But we gotta get down to the bottom of why. Okay?
I honestly didn't do anything to my mama.
Who did? Who did?
I don't know. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, but please don't think I did it, because look, Nick and my mom didn't get along very good.
Okay.
But that's all I know.
Okay. So why do you think Nick did this?
I didn't say he did.
Sweetheart, I already know. I've already talked to people, okay? Sweetheart, what was his reason behind this? And we're back to that why.
I can't see why. He knows I love my mom. He knows that she's the most important thing to me.
So why do you think he did this to her?
He only said something to me that he said that it's us against the world, and that he's gonna protect me no matter what, and that we were gonna get married and everything, and nothing was gonna stop us.
Okay, even your mom? So he took care of that, didn't he?
What do you mean? I don't think he would ever hurt her. I mean, he's very sweet. He's very kind.
وعندما زاد المحقق من ضغطه وإصراره، بدلت الفتاة روايتها مرة أخرى لتعترف صراحة أن نيكولاس قد زارهم في بيتهم في يوم الجريمة، وأنه قد قام بحبسها في داخل الحمام بينما اعتدى على والدتها حتى أجهز عليها.
He was supposed to come and visit me,
Okay.
and I thought we were gonna go outside and we're just gonna sit together, and he came inside and he started walking to my mom's room, and I told him that he needed to go outside. We need to go outside.
What was your mom doing at that point? Was she asleep or
She was
awake?
asleep, and I got up to use the restroom. And at that point, he had put me in the bathroom, and he had locked the door.
Okay.
And he went to my mom's room, and I heard her cry. I heard him scream for my name.
You heard your mom crying? You heard your mom crying? And you heard your mom calling out your name?
تقول جيبسي أنه وبعد أن فرغ نيكولاس من والدتها، فإنه قد قام باغتصابها ومن ثم أخذها إلى الفندق الذي يقيم به، حيث أخبرها بأنه يحبها وأنه سيتزوجها وسيبقى إلى الأبد معها.
He forced himself on you. And when did that happen?
After he killed my mom,
He killed your mom.
we went back to the hotel, and he kept telling me that everything was gonna be okay, and everything that he did was for me because he worships me,
Okay.
and he wanted us to be together.
وأخيرا قامت جيبسي بتمثيل روايتها للمشهد كاملة، وسيقول المحقق لاحقا أنه كان مصدوما لرؤيتها وهي تمشي بأرجلها وتجول في الغرفة بكل يسر وسهولة. مسلحين بما أخبرتهم به جيبسي، عاد المحققون إلى نيكولاس وواجهوه بما يعرفون، ودون أن يتردد طويلا أو حتى أن يفكر في رواية أخرى، قرر الفتى أن يعترف لهم مباشرة بكل شيء.
You know, we spoke to her and for a long time, and I'm kind of thinking maybe she loves you a little more than you love her, because you're sitting here telling me things that I know aren't true. And if you really love her, I don't think you would want her in that situation, okay? The situation that she's in right now. And that is just, you're going to have to be honest with me. Because if you love her, if you love Gypsy, then you're not going to let Gypsy get in trouble without you being there to help her, okay?
I understand.
And so what you need to know is that Gypsy told us everything. Nick, I want you to do the honorable thing, okay? For Gypsy and for your family, okay? Because we know what happened. And I want to give you the opportunity to start over and to tell the truth, okay? And the truth is not what you've told me.
How much have I told you to believe is the truth?
I believe the part that you got on a bus and went to Springfield.
Okay.
I believe that's true.
Okay.
That you ordered food to eat. I believe that's true.
Okay.
I believe that it's true that at some point Gypsy came back with you to the motel. I believe that's true.
Yeah,
I believe Gypsy got on a bus and came here with you. I believe that's true.
Yeah.
That's all I believe.
Okay.
Okay? Because you missed a lot in there. And I understand that you missed a lot because you don't know what to say because you don't know what Gypsy said. I understand that. But I'll tell you right now, Gypsy did tell me everything. She told us everything. She told us about you coming there. She told us what happened to Mom. She told us about your guys' relationship. She told us about the cleanup. She told us about all of that. Okay? So, do you want to do the right thing by Gypsy if you love her?
Well, the truth is I worship her, so
I know you
there's
do.
there's no way I wouldn't do the wrong thing for her.
I know you do. I believe you do. But this is the point where you're going to prove whether you do or not, okay, when me and you talk.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's not fair. It's not fair to Gypsy for her to be honest and you to lie, okay? So what I want to know is can you tell me this first?
Okay.
Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay. So Gypsy knew you were going to do it because Gypsy asked you to.
Yes.
Why did she ask you to do that?
Because she felt it was her only way to be with me.
Okay. She felt like if you killed the mom, then that's the only way she could be with you.
Yeah.
Do you know the mom's name?
I don't know her real name. All I know is that she goes by Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Okay. So, has Gypsy asked you to kill anyone else?
No.
Okay. She just wants you to kill her mom.
Yes.
Okay.
قتلت ديدي بلانشارد. قتلت في سريرها طعنا بطريقة وحشية. وبينما تقول ابنتها أن نيكولاس هو من خطط للجريمة وارتكبها، فإنه ليقول أنه لم يكن ليفعل ذلك لولا طلبها. يقول أنها طلبت منه أن يتخلص من والدتها، وأنها كانت تريد أن تنعتق من ربقتها وأن تعيش حرة ما تبقى من حياتها. وترك المحققون أمام روايتين متناقضتين، وعليهم الآن أن يرجحوا الواحدة على الأخرى. صادروا هواتفهم وحواسيبهم وبدأوا بتفتيشها، وهناك عثروا على جميع صورهم ورسائلهم، وقد بدا لهم كل شيء بعدها واضحا. اتضح لهم أن جيبسي كانت تخطط لقتل ديدي بمساعدة صديقها منذ وقت طويل. صحيح أن خطتهم الأولى كانت هي الهرب والاختفاء بعيدا عن أعين والدتها، لكنهم أيضا لم يستبعدوا مسألة قتلها، وإن كانت تلك هي خطتهم البديلة كما ستقول جيبسي بنفسها لاحقا.
It really didn't come up like, I want you to kill her. But he had said, I'll protect you from anybody. And I said, anybody? And he said, yeah. And I said, even my mom? And he said, yeah. And that's where it kind of developed from there on. We'd call it Plan B.
في اليوم 9 من يونيو من عام 2015، أي قبل 6 أيام من اليوم الذي اكتشفت فيه جثة ديدي، قامت جبسي بحجز تذكرة لنيكولاس من أموال كانت قد سرقتها من والدتها. وصل نيكولاس إلى بلدتهم سبرينغفيلد لينزل بأحد الفنادق القريبة من منزلهم، وفي صباح اليوم التالي ذهبت جبسي ووالدتها للتسوق وعادتا في وقت متأخر لتدخل ديدي إلى فراشها وسرعان ما علا شخيرها. لحظتها أرسلت جبسي إلى نيكولاس رسالة تخبره فيها أنها مستعدة وأنها قد تركت له قفازات أمام باب منزلهم لتحذره أن النافذة التي سيتسلل منها قد تصدر صوتا وأن عليه أن يغلقها بحذر حال دخوله. ثم في الرسالة التالية ستقول جبسي: سأعطيك السكين والشريط اللاصق بالداخل يا حبيبي. وهي تنتظره شرعت جبسي بالاستعداد لليلتهم بعد مقتل والدتها، فقامت بطلاء ظافرها باللون الزهري كما ستقول في هذه الرسالة:
And I acted like everything was fine.
وصل نيكولاس إلى منزلهم وأرسل رسالة إلى جبسي يخبرها بوصوله ليطلب منها بعدها أن تذهب وتختبئ في غرفة الحمام. فردت الفتاة عليه برسالة تقول فيها: نعم سيدي، ذاهبة الآن. تسلل نيكولاس بعدها إلى داخل منزلهم ليتجه مباشرة إلى ضحيته النائمة في غرفتها.
I went into the bathroom. I got kind of in a fetal position and I covered my ears. And I heard my mom wake up. And then she sounded startled. And there was some noises that I can't make out. And I heard her say my name a couple times. And she said, help me. And then there was just silence.
بعد أن ماتت ديدي وهمدت جثتها تماما، قام الشابان بالنوم مع بعضهما، وقد كان ذلك بالاتفاق وليس عنوة كما زعمت جبسي سابقا، مع أنها لتعلق على ذلك في إحدى المقابلات لاحقا بقولها:
Technically, once we got to that point, I screamed for him to stop, and he didn't. So I don't consider it to be consensual.
بعدها قامت جبسي بنفسها بنشر البوست المريع على حسابهم المشترك في الفيسبوك، والذي تظاهرت فيه وكأن شخصا قد قام بنشره بعد أن قتل والدتها واعتدى عليها. بعد ذلك غادر الشابان المنزل إلى أحد الفنادق المجاورة وقضيا فيه ما تبقى من اليوم. بدا في أحد المقاطع من الواضح أنهما كانا سعيدان وكأن شيئا لم يكن.
He's eating a brownie. But later he will be eating me.
في صباح اليوم التالي غادرا إلى منزل أسرته الغافلة في بلدة بيج بند، حيث عثرت عليهما الشرطة بعدها بيومين. وعندما فتشوا غرفته عثر رجال الشرطة على أدلة تدينه مباشرة، ومن ذلك أن دماء الضحية كانت تغطي ملابسه. كذلك عثروا على مظروف أصفر في واحد من الأدراج في خزانة ملابسه، وبداخله وجدوا السكين والقفازات التي استخدمها في جريمته.
Now to lies, deception, and murder. 12 News speaks with a family member of one of the Blanchards.
It's new information tonight in a bizarre cross-country murder case that ended right here in Wisconsin. 23-year-old Gypsy Blanchard and 26-year-old Nicholas Godejohn appeared in a Waukesha County courtroom today. Both have been charged with first-degree murder, accused of killing Gypsy's mother in Springfield, Missouri. On Sunday, deputies went to the home of 48-year-old Claudinia D.D. Blanchard to do a welfare check after threatening messages showed up on her Facebook page saying that expletive is dead. They found Dee murdered and traced Gypsy and Nicholas to his home in Big Bend.
في بداية عام 2016 ظهرت جيبسي أمام أحد القضاة واعترفت بجريمتها.
This is in the case of State of Missouri versus Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Gypsy Blanchard.
And how old are you?
I'm going to be 25 years old at 24.
And how far did you go in school?
About the second grade.
How do you plead to the Class A felony of murder in the second degree?
Guilty.
The court finds that there is a factual basis for a plea of guilty. The court accepts defendant's plea of guilty and finds defendant guilty thereof beyond a reasonable doubt. She's to be sentenced to 10 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. She'll have to do 85% of her sentence before she's eligible for parole.
وازن القاضي طويلا كل العوامل التي أدت إلى هذه الجريمة والتي أحاطت بها، ويبدو أنه لم يملك إلا أن يتعاطف مع جيبسي نظرا لما قاسته على يد والدتها، فحكم عليها بالسجن لسنوات 10 على أن تكون مستحقة للإطلاق المشروط عام 2024. أما نيكولاس غوديجون فقد استمرت محاكمته إلى أطول من ذلك بكثير، ولم يصدر الحكم النهائي بحقه إلا في عام 2019.
In the case of the state of Missouri versus Nicholas Godejohn on the charge of murder in the first degree, it'll be the judgment of the court that I'm going to sentence Mr. Godejohn to life imprisonment without parole. It's a mandatory sentence. I don't have the ability to sentence you to anything different on that count, Mr. Godejohn. On the charge.
هي إذن قضية مؤسفة ومحيرة من جميع جوانبها، وقد لفتت انتباه الكثيرين لواحد من أندر الأمراض النفسية وأشدها غرابة، وهو متلازمة منشهاوزن بالوكالة، والتي هي حالة نفسية يتسبب الشخص المصاب بها ببعض الأمراض والإصابات لأقاربه والذين عادة ما يكونوا أطفاله، وذلك لا لشيء إلا ليحصل على تعاطف الناس واهتمامهم.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard was as consistently and viciously subjected to, in my opinion, Munchausen by proxy as anyone I've come across.
يقال أن أحوال جيبسي النفسية والجسدية قد تحسنت في السجن، وأصبح والدها وزوجته يزورانها باستمرار، لتعلن الفتاة في واحدة من تلك الزيارات لوالدها أنها لم تلمه أبدا على تقصيره بحقها. يقال أيضا أن جيبسي قد عثرت على حب جديد في السجن، وأنها لم تتواصل مع نيكولاس من يوم أن قبض عليهما.
This is the state's case against Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
She's got paraplegia, epilepsy, heart murmur, and she's allergic to sugar. Everything I do for her.
My mom is my best friend. All she wants to do is keep me safe.
Gypsy!
Have you been able to confirm?
في عام 2019 عرضت شركة هولو سلسلة مكونة من 8 حلقات بعنوان التمثيلية، تناولت فيها قصة جيبسي بشكل صادق وشيق ودرامي.
Gypsy's got the mind of a 7-year-old.
How old are you?
Oh, she's 15, born in 1995.
I thought you said I was born in 1993.
I'm just gonna ask you.
تماما مثل غوثل كانت ديدي تسجن ابنتها وعرضتها لمختلف الإجراءات الطبية بحجة حمايتها، وكل ذلك كان لمنفعتها النفسية الخاصة حيث تبقيها دوما محطا للاهتمام. وتماما مثل روبانزل لم تجد جيبسي الخلاص للأسف الشديد إلا بموت والدتها. عندما سئل والد ديدي عما إذا كانت ابنته تستحق المصير الذي انتهت إليه، فإن الرجل قد تردد قليلا ثم أجاب بقوله:
According to
Yes.
you, yes.
Yeah, she got what she deserved.
إلى هنا تنتهي حلقتنا لهذا اليوم. اشتركوا في القناة وفعلوا جرس التنبيه، فما زال في جعبتنا الكثير.